Do I want you in the picture? It don't matter. So, hey, I don't know if you can see me good because how my table is situated. But anyway, I just was supposed to, I'm just being obedient, going live. Let me introduce myself. This is Cassie Derwin. That's CASSIEDURWIN. Do you right and win is how it comes off to me. But I wanted to talk about because Spirit has taught. I don't. Okay, let me introduce myself again. I'm Cassie. I've been called to many things. The things that I don't like to be called, I don't answer to. So wait a minute. I was doing Clubhouse. The thing. Oh, I gotta do it over. Man. Okay, the things that I don't like to be called, I don't answer to, right? So I had a moment with Spirit today, and I was told a long time ago, this is why I say don't let people tell you how your journey is to be. Your journey is to be what you make it. Okay? That is your journey. Your journey is to be what is to be made. Let me see what this is. I'm trying to do a clubhouse, y'all, and I don't know how to do this. I've never done this. And it is incredible how when you don't know how to do something, it is so hard. Okay, here I go. I'm getting ready to do a clubhouse. No, that ain't what I want to do. I just want to do a topic. Okay. I messed up. So come back over here. We're on YouTube. We're not on Clubhouse. So today I got a message. That's the reason why they not let me go over here. Okay, because I need this phone to tell the story. I get it now. I didn't understand why they weren't letting me do what I needed to do. But now I get it. I am to go live over here. Okay, so I'm live on Facebook, and I look really dark, don't I? But it's nothing I can do. It's the lighting. So let me go ahead and say what it is I gotta say. I was visited today, and I knew that something was gonna go on today because when I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it had me go ahead and get ready for the day. It had me get up and get ready for the day. And then last night I got a text message. I don't Let me look at the time. I'm gonna tell you because last night I did Friday night. Okay. So I had sent her the invitation at 8:30 and she told me then. She say, hey, my dad. Okay, let me even do this. When I sent it, she wrote a C. And I said, see what? Then she said mistake. I said, okay. Then she said, my dad is transitioning at the hospital. This was at this was at 8:46, so that's 18, that's 9. 9 is the end of something, right? But you transition to something else and you start all over, okay? It said, okay, okay. I said, okay, are you okay? She said, in the process. I figure in the process of him transitioning. I said, do you need to talk? She said, no time, maybe later. I said, okay, keep time. And I sent her some flowers. I sent her a butterfly and I sent her a black and a white heart to let he is going to go into darkness only so that he can go back into the light. She said, uh-huh. What time? I said, all times, anything that seems important. You can journal because our memories fade. She said, oh, okay. I will have to do it on my phone. I said, that's fine. Then at 9:54 this morning, so that's 9 and 9, that's 18. 18 equals 9. It was over. She said he transitioned. He's gone. was some experience to watch. And my reaction was surprising. I smiled, yet cried. Well, I called her. So I called her, and then we got off the phone because he showed me all kind of stuff. He showed me a picture and kept saying, "Mom, mom, mom." And I seen 3 people in the picture. And she said it reminded, hey Diane, I'm just sharing a moment with today somebody's father transition. I don't know how long you've been in here, but they sent it to me last night, and when I added up the numbers, it added up to 9. And I told her to keep notes. So if ever you in that, this is how I do it. And they call it being a death doula. I thought to be a death doula, just like to be a birth doula, I thought I had to go to school. If I can hear things that aren't here, I'm already doing it. So I allow spirit to show me how to do it. So this is the reason why I'm to keep this. This is how I see it. So in a situation, I'm gonna see. So today, when she texts me today, 9:54, that's 18, reduces down to 9. This is the end. She said he transitioned. He's gone. It was some experience to watch, and my reaction was surprising. I smiled yet cried. Well, then the spirit started just showing me all kind of stuff. The spirit started showing me all kind of stuff. Hey, lady, start showing me all kind of stuff. And it showed me this picture, and I seen mom, mom, mom. And I said, something to do with her mom. And then I saw grandmama at first. I seen his mama, but I don't know what I don't understand it. So y'all help me to understand. So I'm telling her this, and then she go back and she said, "Do you see anything about his mama?" I said, "I seen that first. I just didn't say anything." I said, "I seen his mom. I seen him and his mom, and I seen one more person, a younger person. It's like 3 of them. He's let me know they together." And she said, I said, did he have a younger sibling, or did his mama was connected to a child? She said, yeah, he had a younger brother. Cause I asked, was he the baby, or was he the oldest? Cause this picture was showing me that he was the oldest or the youngest. Well, in this picture, it's me, my mama, and my kid. And everybody said me and her look alike. And now that I'm as old as I am, I know those are my children, but I feel close enough to my children where okay, I gotta finish telling the story. Where not right now. I can't right now. I'm doing something. I'm channeling somebody transition, and I'm teaching. So and I will as soon as I finish. So when I seen that picture, I seen his mom. He was the oldest, and then that put my child as the youngest. He lost a sibling at 12 where they're all together. But then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottles that sit behind. So 5 is about to change, right? And 5 is about to change. But then I said, but I asked, did the mother drink? She said, no. But then all of a sudden, I wanted to smoke some weed. I started smoking. My legs was crossed. Oh, well, let me tell this part. Before she even texted me, after I got dressed, because this little lady, she knew what she be. I'm telling y'all, this little lady should be knowing what she doing. It's Saturday morning. I'm here by myself. I done got up and got in the shower and prayed my prayer. Well, it felt like I never left spirit last night. It felt like I'm going through an ascension to where they know that I'm ready now. My granddad used to tell me to shut up all the time. He used to say, shut up or be quiet. Just you talk too much and all this. When you're talking a lot, you can't hear. When you talking a lot, you can't hear. You can't deliver the message. You can't hear the message. The only reason why I'm here, whatever y'all see in me, that is in you. The only reason why I'm here is as a reminder. You don't have to listen to me. I don't give a freak no more about so many things. because I'm not supposed to. When I thought I was supposed to pay attention to certain things, I paid attention to them. That's not my purpose here this time. My purpose is to be a reminder of whatever you see in me. I'm just a reflection. I'm a mirror. I'm a mirror. And I named my reflection Cassie. And if you add Cassie up, you get 20. 22 is intuitive. That is the high priestess. It's so many things going on. And I'm trying to share this because these are teaching moments, because people are waking up, or people are being, you be thinking you hearing stuff. Okay, so the spirit. So I was always taught that spirits don't come to people as soon as people die. That's a lie. That's a lie in my book. I might be different. I might be special. I might not be. I might be the lowest one I'm on the totem pole right before death. I don't know what it is. But I know they come to me. They don't wait. If they got something to say, they come to me because I'm open to it. Somebody said 6 months, a year, so I don't care what they say. I know what I do. And when I say I know what I do, people feel some kind of way about it. I don't give a freak. This man came to me. The other man came to me. And he was getting chest compresses. But this man came to me. And he the last thing he said, and he showed me I'm gonna show y'all what he showed. I can't even show y'all. The last thing he said was because it was time for her to go, because her mother, they had to get the other siblings to know, but it was one brother that came through, and he drank a little bit and he smoked. Well, his birthday is 11/11. He sees shit. He knows shit. People didn't always said he was crazy. So you might drink and smoke. You might have an addiction, because it sometimes it's overwhelming. Sometimes it's overwhelming to hear. Sometimes it's overwhelming. I can be pouring down sweat, and then I come down my stairs and I get ice cold, and it ain't got nothing to do with my hormones. It got to do with energies, and it's got to do with thresholds that I'm crossing. And it's got to do with spirits waiting on me because somebody finna call. They didn't set up a call. I ain't got nothing to do with that. The only thing that y'all do with me is y'all give Cassandra some money. She don't even want to use money. All these spirits that hang around me, they don't need money, but they know that, look, let me tell you what money is. Money is a key. That's all you doing is opening the door. So when people feel some kind of way, that's on them. And you can always wait to Fridays, because we had a good time last night. And I got some confirmations, because I still don't know all this stuff. And that's because I read books and I pick up a book and stuff. But I am beginning to know it. And I do know why you're supposed to use the moon. And I know why they plant with the sun and the moon cycles and all of this. And you ain't supposed to cut your hair on certain days. And it's just we have given up our natural rights to be led by a higher power. You don't need no middleman. You just don't. You just don't. But because you're so engulfed in listening to other stuff, or what you was taught, I'm gonna say that, what we were taught to believe. Because it's about love, and it's about belief. If you love what you, because a lot of time people love things they don't believe. They believe things they don't love. So the man came, right? So because I knew in that moment, now my chest hurt. I knew in that moment, that's why I called her. I'm obedient. I know where I'm supposed to be. I called her immediately when she said he transitioned, and I had prepared her for that transition and tried to prepare her. That's what I do. I'm the prelude. I come before the fall. I come before the fall. Before the Greeks came to and destroyed the Trojan, I told them. I came before the fall. I ain't even ashamed to know that I got different lives. I come before the fall. I'm the prelude. That's why I had to do what I did. So I had already prepared her for her father's death. So when she reached out at 9:54, which equal 18, that's 9, that's the end. I called her. And we stopped talking about by 9:41 or 9:42. I sent her a picture because she had me look up at Spirit had me look up, and I said, "Who is a Leo?" She said, "My dad." I have a statue of a lion. I got this on my birthday when I was still working downtown. I hadn't even had Grant when I got this on the day that I made Grant, the day that I made my son. I got this statue for my birthday. So it was 2004. 2004, 5/21. That was the date. That's 8, 10, 14. That equal 5. I was finna go through a change. Yeah, I was finna have a baby. I was finna go through a big change because I was finna have a son. And he made me look at her, and I seen her standing next to the lion. I said, "Your dad is still here." He told me, I said, "Your dad is still here." So in front of it, it's a globe. It's a gold globe. So I know this was masculine energy. It was the sun. So we did talk about him being a sun, but it was Leo energy. And in front of that globe is a water globe with gold glitter in it, and it say love. And then around it is my baby's prime tiara. So I said what I heard was he is a Leo. He said so. He told me to tell her, I'm right by your side. I love you, princess. And she started crying. If you laugh and cry around me, I know that I'm right. And I got really, 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 really sad because, ugh, I as a person, I know energy live on y'all. This is a trigger too because I can feel her emotions. So right now, in this moment, I feel as if though they are coming together. The siblings is in a circle. This is what I do, y'all. I try to give because before we got off the phone, she told me that this made her understand a lot. But she say I felt like I told her, I said, you standing in the gap between your mother and your father now, or you standing in the gap between earth energy and spiritual energy. You're in the veil. You can see on both sides right now, and that's because you watched them transition, and that's because you can never forget that. You can't accidentally, once you see a person take his last breath, you cannot accidentally go back to I don't remember that you passed. You can always long for that person and want that person. But if I was to sit up and believe everything somebody told me, I would be a demon to myself. I would really believe that I was demonized. I would believe I'm a whole bunch of things. No, I'm chosen. That's all it is. I was chosen by the one that they say they pray to. But then they call me crazy, or they call me whatever they want to call me. Uh just remember, I know that I'm chosen to hear these messages from the nobodies. I know that I am. Okay, so it told me to read something. I be going back to dates because when I do sessions with people, I'm building relationships with people. It's people that believe in what I do, and they need some comforting from the other side because I don't know why y'all worry about them. They worry about us. It's more of them than it is of us. We are in the valley of the shadow of death. This is the shadow of death. This is we live in a valley, and it's nothing but dead energy here. But it is never, it never dies. We think it's dead, and we honor no. We are the body. We work keep it alive. So people don't like to believe in reincarnation, or only one can do that. No, he is the example of what humans can do. So I okay, see, and I used to couldn't control the tears, But as I mature in this, it's so dark. It's so dark. I hate that I can't get it right. Okay. As I mature in this and learn about what's really going on, it's easier for me to do. It's easier for me to, if somebody don't know and if I don't explain, they still won't know. You know what I mean? If I don't share and tell them, they won't know. So I share. I try to share. I'm just sharing this video, y'all. Cause yeah. A lot of us get death confused in how it works. The energy the body gets tired. The body gets old. We abuse our bodies when we're younger. We don't honor our bodies like we should so that we won't be in so much pain because we do have a mission. We have a mission to carry our purpose. And the purpose is to figure out what it is that you are to do and what are you doing. And to be guided by something you can't see, but you know it's there because you can feel it. That's why you got so many senses, because if you had to rely on, if you had, far as faith go, if you just had to rely on what you see, you would be doing what you're doing. You would be doing exactly what you're doing. If you had to just rely on what you see, you would be doing exactly what you're doing. Okay, so the last thing he said was, "I love you, princess." And I sent her the picture of how he sent that message to her, because symbology is important. Symbols are important. But you got to believe and you got to love what it is you believe in, no matter what, because he wanted somebody to hold his hand. You can be praying. That's why they tell you be careful what you ask for. You can be laying in the bed praying for death, right? He told me to tell her this too. You could be laying in the bed praying for death, but you don't really know what death is. You don't know how it feels. You think you want it to feel better than what you feel, and you think it's just nothing. You don't really know. But when you praying for this, you got to remember the things that come along with it. It's unknown. And he told me to tell her, can't nobody tell you what it's like to die if they ain't never died. Don't listen to that. Can't nobody tell you. So what he was trying to tell me in that moment is, somebody might have told you dead people don't come to people for 6 months. That's a lie. That's a lie they telling. I don't know why they tell that. I don't know who told it. But my grandmama came. My uncle came. This man came. The man was in the hospital in Detroit, and his daughter came to me to get a session, and he was just in limbo because it was said, y'all be having conversations with people about what y'all gonna do when it comes to their time to die. Then you gotta do it, or you gotta at least say it out loud to the universe and release it. If it's something you can't do and you don't know how to tell somebody, just say it out loud. Just say it out loud. And before you know it, you've been in some kind of way, they've been and figured it out. You don't care how they figured it out, just long as you're able to move forward in it. You know what I'm saying? So, I think my cousin wanted to come on camera. Okay, she gone. Let me see. But I had to get that out. I couldn't let her come on camera right then because when I got to tell my story, when I got to do my part, I had to do my part because, I get distracted. Okay? Yeah, so saying that, I just wanted to share that with y'all, how spirit works with me. And don't let people tell you what they don't know. People don't know. I said, I wonder why they told me that. Dead people don't come to people. They go through a transition. How do you know if you never been through the transition? How do you know? If I ain't never stood it, and if you know, how you know that ain't just your experience? That don't mean it's everybody's experience. That part. That's what come I'm so passionate about it because I know what I be saying. My dad said the other day, well, weeks ago, when you was a kid, you thought you knew everything. You thought you knew more than anybody else. I didn't think I knew more than anybody else, but it was some things that I knew what I was talking about. I just knew. And now I know why I knew. It's because I was chosen to know. It's because I listened to everything. Mainly, I listen to what I can't see. Because if I can't see it, why am I hearing it? That's faith. Have faith that you're being protected. Have faith that what you say it is, it is. But you got to believe. So what did I write? I wanted to see what I wrote. 9:55. So I started writing at 9:55. That equaled 19. That's 10. It was a new beginning. That's when I called. And then I can look at what time I called. So that was a new beginning. So when I okay, so that was a new beginning. Once I called her, she told me about the end, and I told her about where to begin. And that's what and getting back to the death doula. I even paid money. I even paid money to somebody. I think $340 and didn't take the class. Because they kept Spirit kept telling me that I didn't need the class. But Spirit told me to go to the cemetery and see my cousin. So I went to the cemetery to see my cousin. And I don't know how, but some kind of way, that money ended up on my card and told me to pay for the class. I paid for the class and I got the information and I got the books that go with the class. That was only a pacifier for my human because I didn't need that. Because this is what I do. I talk to Spirit. You be thinking you need stuff that you don't. You just need to look inside of you and allow Spirit to guide you. Period. Allow Spirit, like me naming me Cassie. Yeah, my name is Cassandra Cassie. But they are all keys to who I am. So you have to look at that. Okay, I'm about to get off of here, but I'm finna pull some cards because I want to. Or I can do some names. Who want their name done? That's what I've been working on lately, y'all. Writing names down. And yeah. I've been writing names down. Okay, it told me to say this to you. This is the moon. Okay, remember we in another moon phase. But it told me circle. The celestial heaven. The circle is a healing technology used in indigenous societies around the world. The circle's powerful geometry is represented in the cosmic unity, the sacred perfection cycles, and the womb. Energy flows and grows within flows and grows in the circle, allowing participants the exquisite opportunity to experience community. I knew it was about community because I seen a big old bumblebee, and a bumblebee tells me about community, while simultaneously contributing to the communal healing process and maintain the integrity of their individuality. In the circle, there is no hierarchy, only healing. So the circle, the moon, yeah, it's no big and little. It's just what it is. It's Okay, well, it's just what it is. So Diane, you want me to do your name? I think that's Diane. Yeah, I think that's Diane. You want me to do your name? I did them last night. I did a couple last night because I'm learning. Well, it's like 1 through 9, and it's just like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Now, how come I can't find none of my pens? None of my pens. Everything supposed to be right here. Because I made sure I put it right here. Now I ain't got not one pen. It's trying to make me learn how to do it off the top of my head. Okay, what is it? Let me see. D-I-A-N-E. So we got the D is a 4, a I is a 9, a A is a 1, a N is a 5. So a E is a N is a E is a 5, and an N is a 5. So we got them 2 5s. That's 10. What I say? A I was a 9. A A was a 1. That's 20. 24. 6. It equals 6. Diane, add them numbers up for me and let me know if it equals 6. A D is a 4. A, B, C, D. That's a 4. I know a I is a 9. Because I and R is the only ones that's 9. A is 1. AS, what is another one? I can't even remember the other one. Anyway, it might be AS. Okay, so A is a 1. A N is a 4. And a N is a 5 and an E is a 5. So I said 4, 9, 1, 5, 5. And I got 24, and that reduced to 6. And then we're going to look at your first letter is a D. That's a 4, too. So I'm going to explain it to you like I explained it to them last night, okay? So last night, when you look at your name and you look at the letters in your name, so your first name equals, let me get it right because I don't want to tell you wrong. Come on, y'all. I'm gonna have to put a little tag on this part of the book because every time I go to look for it, I can never find it. Okay, we got a number 6, right? Yeah. Okay, that's what I got. I got 24, and that equals 6. And when you say the number 6, it's affectionate, artistic, dependable, domestic, friendly, family oriented, guardian, kind, loving, magnetic, and protective, and responsible. I'm going to go to your occupational leanings because it keep telling me to go there first. It said you can be an actor, you can be a cashier, a civil servant, community worker, doctor, fashion designer. I can see that. Dentist, judge, lawyer, nurse, ship owner, social worker, teacher, or waiter. Now, when you're not in as a number 6, the negative that come off is you're dogmatic, you're doubtful, and you're slow to make decisions. You can be a domestic tyrant. You can be a domestic tyrant when you're not balanced or when you're not in your positive energy. So then that means when I tell you the negative stuff, if you're in your positive energy, you need to look back at these things because as somebody raising somebody, you got to know what you're giving to them and what your energy is around you. It say you can be interfering and irresponsible, self-righteous, worship objects of affection. They say you can worship objects of affection. Okay. So then when we look at the D, it's a 4. So when we look at the D as a 4, so let me tell you, your first name is your active name, but what your first name tells people, it is the key. And the first letter is the cornerstone. So your first name is the key to you. So the key to you is a number 4 because D equals 4. You're accurate, you're calm, you're disciplined, you're factual, you're honest, you're loyal, you're orderly, organized, practical, punctual, solid, steady, stable, and useful. We got dogmatic again. So now we got your whole name being a 6, but 4 and 2 make 6. So you're gonna have some of the things, some of the same things, some of the traits that you need to look out for: being critical, being dogmatic. So you might even been called dull before. You're afraid of things, and you can be moody and unpredictable, and you can be stubborn. You might even be a little violent with that Estelle name on there, because I know back in her younger days she might have been a little violent. Anyway, so then we got the key, and then the cornerstone. That means that is the rock of the rest of your name. The first letter, that was what I was just reading. That's the rock of who you is. But the first vowel is what you want to do. It represents what instinctively motivates you. So your first vowel is an I, right? I is 9. 9 is many things, but 9 always give me the completion. It say you can be artistically, brotherly, energetic, and you're a genius. You're humanitarian. You're inspirational, motivational, organized, strong will. But you will argue. And you can become bitter. And you be ready for a confrontation, a dreamer. Emotionally excess. So and you quick temper. So when you find yourself being these things, that's when you need to look at yourself, because that means you all in the negative or all in the positive. It's supposed to be about being even. Yeah, and you lose your heart easily. And then you be resentful if they don't treat. But let me say this: people can only treat you the way you allow them to treat you. So if you're not, and this is what I remember I told you this. Listen at this, Diane. Your occupational leanings are more toward astrology, artist, a dealer, like play with cards. I'm just saying, entertainer, firefighter, judge, law enforcement, military, professional, politician, publicist, spiritualist, TV and radio personality, world leader. If any of this resonates with you, thank you. But that's all I want to do. I just want to get on here for a little while because I am creating content on YouTube, and I guess here on, some just told me, I don't go on Facebook a lot, but some told me I needed to go on Facebook today. So that's what I was doing. Thank you. Make sure you be joining us on Friday nights. I go live. Last night I was on Instagram or YouTube. I think I was on IG. It was good. Go back and watch it if you're on IG. It was a good night, and I had a lot of confirmations in the things that I said after I got off the phone. Everybody called me with their confirmation that I read, that I gave them a good message. So go back and watch it. Like and share my posts. Thanks, Diane, for always hanging out. If you need if you got some questions, I will honor the $5 thing. You can ask whatever you want. But this is Cassie Durwin. That's CASSIEDURWIN. Do you right and win. If you're trying to get in touch, reach out the best way you can or hit my inbox directly.